the first to know Nsem-Pii TV.
Professor Smart Sarpong, the Director of Research and Innovation at Kumasi Technical University. Abuzafo ene one Musah Dankwa. Ono so research fellow. Na chese in fact ono so he is in interest of predicting the election. Na yenina yeni to say election so aka just 9 good days, 9 solid workable days. Na chese in fact ye call akwakoto aba e wo man Ghana mu ha. Na in fact upon all the polls aba a mountain free Professor Smart Sarpong chen na ebi so free Musah Dankwa so akache eba na chese ebi predicted the incumbent party say ebe winning na ebi so predict say the main opposition party ana chese ebe winning no enne afanu mienu nyina joining live one of the video TV stations man Ghana mu ha na eno na chese obi ade ne conclusion atudwa program no so no ene omu nyina nsɛmɔmɔde tudwa ɛfa omienu nyina conclusion no ɛfa battle a yɛbɛto no December 7th no ene na in fact ɛho ehia yie pa to de mepɛ sɛ before that no before sɛ bɛbɔwura omienu nyina omo survey no mu yie pa yɛntie sɛ de omienu nyina sibi draw mo conclusion no sibi file na ewia de omo kekan ɛwɔ omo survey no mu no figures nyina no yɛde atoa so.
In fact, I would wish that they work very hard to spare us the stress we go through if we have to do a runoff. And I'm sure it will not be difficult for the leader 49.1 to cross 50% mark. Neither is it going to be difficult for the second place 45.8 to cross the 50%. What is difficult will be the remaining from where they are trying to cross the 50% mark. So I wish them well.
You wish them well. What about you? You've not done your prediction yet, but based on what we know, what if we're betting today? What should I put my money on?
No runoff.
No runoff.
No.
Nsem-Pii ana Professor Smart Sarpong ene Musah Dankwa enso so edi atudwa na kyerese in fact Professor Smart Sarpong kyerese enya no nwanwa should in case e kodru runoff na emom Musah Dankwa nso ka say one touch win e the man John Dramani Mahama, meaning there won't be any runoff, meaning say runoff bia emma election no emun one touch win for John Dramani Mahama. But Professor Smart Sarpong say or can say it won't be too difficult for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, who is now in lead with 49.1% to cross the 50+1%. So as John Dramani Mahama. Nemo or say the dempa no the other presidential candidate now from where they are now or more say cross the 50+1%. It is some of Professor Smart Sarpong so edited no. Now at least I'm interested in what they said, but in fact quite difference be appear mu different regions bia Professor Smart Sarpong say once Professor Smart Sarpong no or delay in huge number of sample and the sample size no eso chain Musah Dankwa na ye latest one kwana Professor Smart Sarpong na the sample size no was around 99,000 yes and na Musah Dankwa so at the end yes around 60,000 or so yes. Na eno ana chese Musah Dankwa all the 16 regions no ono no survey a oye no ode ne 16 regions no results no aba constitutional base na owie no ode kambo mu benya regional no nyina ana say regions e wo man Ghana mu ha na in fact ono no de o predict say yewura John Dramani Mahama na ebe win with 52%. Ama Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia so abenya 40.5%, of which Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia enya 45% kra. But Professor Smart Sarpong ono so yenya ni cha say oye consistent e wo ne survey bia o de ebebia mu. Musah Dankwa has been inconsistent in his polls and as the surveys bia o de beba emontin bia. So the results are the and as the outcome we know akoye a little bit difference kakra e wo mu kakra fa is previous surveys or the Aba Mountain. But we know a predicted huge difference for John Dramani Mahama say Obewini about 11%. Yes, say Obewini 11 difference. Now Professor Smart Sarpong and then Wama Musah Dankwa on live. Wama who say no. Say obey research and as obe take about a survey be now the outcomes about Mountain. The mining in our interest there. it is very, very important for you to deal with huge number of sample size. Or sample size, I will say a year. Yentimi, you say you was 16 regions. So Musah Dankwa wuntimi nyusu 3 regions or 5 regions. And for deciding the rest of the regions I wo o mind Ghana mu ha no. Eno ana Professor Nsem-Pii say emma Musah Dankwa survey or de ma montin bia no ewo kese pa na ewo mu. Because Musah Dankwa no why not just say why he has been on the field for a very long time. To say a year Nsem-Pii on also so afi or by somewhere 2014 2012 and was started in the survey and I send the predictions, you know. Now Musah Dankwa no watena asa wa backgrounds a check with this survey. Name enunti as we use in longitudinal those styles and all day the surveys. Because Musah Dankwa take about 5 regions out of the 16 regions. Now or they decided ama or my money and I said the other regions now or the results about a mountain. And no other Professor Sarpong HSA and ma Musah Dankwa the outcomes and then the predictions be or the mountain for election hono. In fact, now sometimes errors kakra ewu because Professor Sarpong there or general or take all the 16 regions no I call community by community, constituency by constituency. Now or the Abenya region no the outcome for this particular candidate and I said this particular candidate. So in all the 16 regions no where there half regional percentage of Musah Dankwa edema Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia no dema John Dramani Mahama na huge difference. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia omane 37% a half region. Ana oma John Dramani Mahama 59% a half region. But in a half region Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia from Professor Nsem-Pii on also survey no Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia enya 60.2%. Emma John Dramani Mahama also ebenya 34.5% a half region from Professor Nsem-Pii the survey or the eba emonteno. So let's look at these 2 prominent figures in research. Say when Musah Dankwa or John Dramani Mahama 59% a half region. And in Professor Nsem-Pii so survey no John Dramani Mahama in 34.5%. So it means say you share a half region. Now you take into considerations you share the Professor Nsem-Pii any Musah Dankwa or mumienu nyina omo outcomes na omo de buy half region no. Predict a huge difference between the 2 prominent presidential candidates, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and John Dramani Mahama. Now, abusafo you take other region me to say the Greater Ashanti region, Ashanti regional, Musah Dankwa ono predict 65% for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, 65% for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and 27% for John Dramani Mahama in Ashanti region. So what it means is that NDC's figure are more a goal and person achieve with 85% of Ashanti region. According to Musah Dankwa no, sushi at the bar eba drew 65. So it means 15% fall off from the 85% NPP amanyuku no esikino. Na eno na Professor Nsem-Pii and so survey now the bar bonteno can say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia to lead with huge difference in Ashanti region. No, much better than what Nanado secured in 2020 election. But it will be worse for John Dramani Mahama in 2020. Now, I just say Professor Nsem-Pii HSA in Ashanti region, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia will secure 75.9% in Ashanti region. Now, John Dramani Mahama also 22.1% in Ashanti region. So the 75.9% for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia makes the NPP's goal to achieve 85% support in a traditional stronghold, Ashanti region. So active, yes, but it is not as much as what Musah Dankwa predicted for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia in Ashanti region. So and then Professor Nsem-Pii omo take into consideration these 3 regions, Half region, Ashanti region, Greater Accra region, Central region. So they are 4. So in these key 4 regions, just say no. Ana ubia esiki say John Dramani Mahama say Central region. Hono de be twe NPP amanyuku nim. Ana Ashanti region NPP amanyuku no so say Ashanti region ana no so de be twe John Dramani Mahama and so any NDC amanyuku no emu. Na the other regions are what on my Ghana mu ha no Greater Accra a swing region and also so determine the 2 presidential candidates. But in this case, so you share a results are and as outcomes a free Professor Sarpong. Any Musah Dankwa into Akache Eba, I just say a greater Accra region, Hona, yes, Shesenka, and no, and a bit determined the victory for the between the two presidential candidates. And no, also predicted John Dramani Mahama to lead with 52.3% in Greater Accra region, while Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia followed with 40.5% in Greater Accra region. So Professor Sarpong and Musah Dankwa, they have something in common, but in Greater Accra, the whole thing predicted John Dramani Mahama say or no, and a lady Greater Accra. Now Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia followed with 40.5%. And in fact, according to Musah Dankwa, John Dramani Mahama leads in Accra with 65%, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia 27%. But according to Professor Sarpong, John Dramani Mahama in Greater Accra leads with 52.3%, then Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia 40.5% in Greater Accra. So in Greater Accra, now Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, according to Professor Sarpong, only 40.5%. And here being the case that Musah Dankwa is also saying that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia in Greater Accra will get 27%. So it means that what Professor Sarpong is predicting for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia in Greater Accra and also with huge difference. But before their conclusion, Musah Dankwa the outcomes are central region. Say John Dramani Mahama ebenya with 53%. I'm a Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and 41% in central region. And a Professor Sarpong so HSA in central region. Musah Dankwa I predicted John Dramani Mahama say obenya 53%. I'm a Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and 41%. So as Professor Sarpong say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ebe second John Dramani Mahama in central region. But here being the case that difference ebe slim difference. Enye huge difference. Said you who Musah Dankwa survey ni muno. Said the John Dramani Mahama is 53%, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia 41% no. Ebe slim margin and I just said John Dramani Mahama ebe timide awini central region. So in this case, Professor Sarpong HSA NPP amanyoko no ebe nya 75.9% in Ashanti region. Ama John Dramani Mahama aba benya 22.1 in Ashanti region. So Ashanti region there, Professor Sarpong as stating clearly say NPP amanyoko no ene betwe John Dramani Mahama with millions of votes Ashanti region about to December 7th. Aka just 9 good days na akwakoto abano. In fact, me pese yebetie omumienu nyina omo conclusion omo draw with regards to the election outcome no. Na omo say in case Professor Sarpong say enya hwee entimi nye den say it won't be too difficult for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, who is leading with 49.1%, to cross the 50% margin or 50 plus 1% margin. And now say, and this John Dramani Mahama 45.8%. It won't be too hard for him to also cross the percentage, but it will be harder and tougher for the remaining parties from where they are to cross the needing or the required percentage to win the election. In fact, conclusion on my draw with regards to election also so